Camelot331 here, and GameStop, we're back. We're back again, and GameStop is officially now in more trouble than they've ever been in the history of everything. So Ryan Cohen, the CEO, actually sent a memo to all employees begging and pleading they sacrifice their lives for the company, do everything they can to make sure they make the company successful, which he's pretty much implying scamming everybody in sight. And this is all coming at a terrible time when the stock price is in the damn toilet, y'all. There's a lot of things to go through, and we're gonna get into it right now. So before we do, make sure you like this video. I'm shadow banned as hell. Get on it, diggity doggone it. Please comment down below and do me a big old favor. Hit subscribe. So first things first, let's get a feel for what's going on in these stores before we jump into Ryan Cohen's letter and everything else that's bouncing around. It says, finally promoted to customer. Finally put in my 2 weeks. I'm fed up with this company after only 2 months, and I'm done. I'm tired of the disrespect and lack of caring for employee safety. I'm the only female that my SL has in either of his 2 stores, and I feel like he's constantly talking down to me because I'm a female. Today, he went off on me for stuff that wasn't even my fault and for taking my break when I needed to, all because I didn't have coverage, when he's the one who hasn't hired others with open availability. Even my DM said that I was more than all right to lock up the store, put up a sign, and take my 30-minute break, which is what GameStop does now. They'll lock the store for a little while so the employee can take a break in accordance with several state laws or, what have you in those areas. And a lot of people get angry at this, and they're not supposed to. On top of the disrespect I feel, my SL changes the schedule and yells at us for not knowing. He literally says we need to check the schedule every day to see if it changed. DM said no, that's not correct. DM's now going to work with HR to look into the SNL. Doubt it. I'm not even going to go into how I was told I can't speak with my natural accent. What the hell? While I'm at work, because it sounds forced and customers might be offended. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. He was the only one who ever told me anything like that. Customers love my accent. Either way, I'm done. I refuse to work with a company that doesn't care about their employees' safety and hires people that treat female coworkers like lesser just because we have some delicious fat titties, which is a weird thing to say. And before any of y'all come to the comments, just because you feel disrespected because you're female, don't mean you are. Bugger off. Look, dude, it's a very common thing. When I was working at GameStop, my district manager would actually hire store leaders that were female at a much lower rate. He would start them at $10 an hour lower than some females. It was pretty outrageous, and he openly talked about how he would prefer a man in that role. Look, I'm not saying it's like that everywhere, but my district manager was totally like that. He was a good old boy, and he did mean the harm. But what does that mean? It means both of my local stores have been closed because of short staffing. I've always been a major supplier of GameStop. I'll buy physical as long as I can, but upper management really needs to get a grip and treat employees better. Doubt it. I went to my store to pick up my AC Mirage pre-order, and it had a sign on the door saying closed due to short staffing. So no problems. I'm rooting for them, and I drive to the other store, and same sign on their door. How does upper management not care about the well-being of their employees that it's come to this? I'm not even worried about my pre-order as much as hoping that whatever issues are going on gets resolved. Look, it's terrible working compared with terrible pay. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, pay is this, pay is that, whatever. It's unskilled. I disagree. Sales is definitely not unskilled at all. Trust me. No, but that being said, the McDonald's down my street starts out at $17 an hour. GameStop still starts out at like $8 an hour in my city right now. That's insane, especially for the amount of responsibility they weigh on these people's shoulders. It's not worth it. Seems really dumb to me. I would definitely stay away right damn now. But a lot of stores are closing due to short staffing. And instead of the CEO saying, hey, we're going to give you more hours. Hey, we're going to treat you better. Hey, we're going to make sure our top priority is you. What does Ryan Cohen do? You'll see in the letter that I'm going to read here in just a minute. So full-time ASL here. Recently, my SL that I worked for since I was a GA 5 years ago got fired. We didn't work consistently together, but I've always been working at pretty much every store at my district. He got fired for theft, such, blah, 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 blah. Well, since the new SL2 came in, he's made me feel like my job is threatened in every shift I have. Makes my team scared of their jobs every 5 minutes and has worked off the clock several shifts to conserve hours, which you will get fired in a heartbeat for. Both of his stores love his passion and initiative, but as his ASL calls me daily and spams my phone when I'm off, and I don't get back to him with my call to my store and tell associates to call me, even his other ASL's fed up with it. Today, I'm starting my pro week off kind of like a calm before the storm. Man, I tell you what. Look, dude, If somebody's calling you on your day off, I'd turn your phone off, tell them to eat your ass. Because that's not a thing. It's not a thing. Not going to happen. Absolutely not. And I don't know why. There's actually labor laws preventing this, but people take advantage of it. That's just how this works. But more importantly, what is this whole video about? New thought. I think all the stonk people should go to work at GameStop. Please go apply for seasonal positions and then report back to your peers. I see you guys getting very upset when people complain about the job. Maybe if you try working there yourself, you will help to vote for some change within the company. Dude, I say this all the time. These people that are all stonks, apes, diamonds, all that goofy stuff, they have either never been into a store or they have no idea how they operate, what their profit margin is, what a P&L is, or anything. Operating profit out the door doesn't mean anything to these people. The most important thing is, okay, I will see these people that are heavily interested in the GameStop stock stuff. And they'll say, hey, I went to GameStop and I bought a new PS5 trying to support the business. And they don't even know that GameStop makes about $3 in profit off of a PS5. If they would have bought a used game, they would have given GameStop 500% more than that. But they have no idea because they don't care. And this all boils down to the new GameStop movie called Dumb Money, which flopped hard at the box office. And I gotta say, it has Seth Rogen in it, so I would have never seen it in the first place because that dude disgusts me. And I don't know why. But it has turned out a disappointing gross at the domestic box office this weekend. The movie, which tells the true story of a group of ordinary people who found themselves squaring off with the 1%. The 1%, boys! Yes, Ryan Cohen, the CEO of GameStop, the 1%, multi cutthroat billionaire. Part of, the little guy. But what's more important? What does Ryan Cohen have to say to all of his employees? It says, sent on behalf of Ryan Cohen, CEO. I want to get straight to the point. You guys ready for this? It's not sustainable for GameStop to operate a money-losing business, which they've been doing for 5 years. The mission is to operate hyper-efficiently and profitability. Our expense structure must allow us to endure any adverse scenario, whether it's a difficult economy or revenue deceleration from shrinking software. We must be profitable. Our job is to make sure GameStop is here for decades to come. Extreme frugality, Alabama, is required. Every expense of the company must be scrutinized under a microscope and all waste eliminated. The company has no use for delegators and money wasters. I expect everyone to treat company money like their own and lead by example. This is a tactic used by every executive, every field manager in every single facet of the corporate world, at least in the West. Multi-billionaires sitting on their yachts with all their escorts and all the cocaine you could want possible, telling you to treat the money that you see not even a percent of as your own. How dare they? How about you eat my delicious unbathed oos? I'm not going to treat the money like it's my own because it's not. It's yours and you get it. No, thank you. What a slap in the face. Every time I read that exact same quote from another CEO, I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. Prospering in retail means survival. If we survive, we stay in the game. Survival is avoiding the deadly sins that often lead retailers to self-destruct. Oh, but this is usually a result of the following: buying bad inventory, using leverage, and running expenses too high. By avoiding these self-inflicted mistakes and focusing on the basics, GameStop can be here for a long time. This is a really, really good one right here. It says, I expect everyone to roll up their sleeves and work hard. Now, something very fun. Ryan Cohen says, I'm not getting paid, so I'm either going down with the ship or turning the company around. I much prefer the latter. Keep in mind, the sympathy card right there at the end. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid at all. Sorry. Except Ryan Cohen owns 12% of GameStop. 12% of GameStop, totaling $525 million. If the stock price increases at all, Ryan Cohen, his net worth increases as well. He is getting paid, but he expects you to be too dumb to notice. Oh, they're too stupid. They have no idea. All the information right here. 36.8 million shares of GME. If the price goes up, he gets paid. CEOs, CFOs, all those people at GameStop or any other corporation, they actually don't have a high salary. It's a couple $100,000 a year. But suddenly, after Q4, they'll get a $25 million bonus. That's where they get paid at. Okay, very important. What is Ryan Cohen's actual net worth anyway? $3.2 billion. And we should feel sympathy that he's not getting paid. It's a little silly. What do you guys think? When CEOs tell me to roll my sleeves up and work hard so they make more billions, I don't really see that as a noble thing. I see it as pretty dumb. And I know a bunch of the stonk people are going to be in the comments like always yelling at me, and that's fine. I relish it. I love it, and I hope you do it some more. So do me a favor, get the hell on it, doggone it. Share this video, I'm Shadow Band, and make sure you eat some candy corn, because it's delicious. Bye. Yeah.